every time something heartbreaking happens in Nigeria, we ask the same questions. How did we get here? Who allowed these things to become this bad? Recently, we've watched families cry over children who were kidnapped. Literally kids who were kidnapped. We've seen lives cut short and communities left in fear. Each tragedy leaves Nigerians asking whether things will ever get better. I mean, it's easy to blame today's leaders, but is today's Nigeria the result of one administration or decades of decisions made by different leaders? I mean, to understand where we are today, we have to understand the people who helped us shape this country. So, if you want to understand with me, take a seat. Let's go through history together. In the last video, we looked at how Nigeria changed over the years. I mean, the little bit, if that was helpful. But history isn't just about dates or events. History is also about leadership. The people trusted with making decisions that affected millions of lives. Some inspired hope, some left behind controversies, some never got the chance to finish what they started. So, today, we will be looking at some of Nigeria's most influential and most debated leaders. Now, let's start with one of the names that still comes up whenever Nigerians talk about strong leadership: Murtala Mohammed. Murtala Mohammed. He became head of state in 1975. Write that down. After a military coup. Yeah. Unlike many leaders who spent months making promises, Murtala immediately began making changes. He removed hundreds of public officials accused of corruption and inefficiency. He's the man. He was the man. He restructured part of the civil service. He announced plans to move Nigeria's capital from Lagos to Abuja because he believed the country needed a more central capital. Many Nigerians admired how quickly he acted and saw him as a leader who wasn't afraid to make difficult decisions. But just 6 months into office, everything changed. In February 1976, he was assassinated during an attempted coup. His first time in power was incredibly short, and because of that, Nigerians still ask the same questions almost 50 years later. What if he had lived? Would Nigeria look different today? Or would he have eventually faced the same challenges every other leader encountered? Would he? That's a question for you. Answer in the comment sections. Now, fast forward several decades, and we meet another leader whose legacy continues to divide opinions. The Goodluck Jonathan. Some Nigerians remember his administration as a period of growing opportunities in technology, entertainment, and entrepreneurship in every way. Others remember increasing insecurity, corruption concerns, and the devastating rise of Boko Haram. Then came the 2015 election. Jonathan lost, but instead of challenging the result through violence, he accepted defeat and peacefully handed over power. That decision earned him praise around the world and remains one of the defining moments of Nigeria's democratic history. Yet, Nigerians still debate whether history has judged his presidency fairly. Well, that's the question, but it is what it is. Then came Buhari. When he returned as a civilian president in 2015 after Jonathan, expectations were incredibly high. Many Nigerians believed his reputation for discipline would help tackle corruption and improve security. His administration oversaw major infrastructure projects and continued anti-corruption efforts. They tried their best, I guess. At the same time, Many Nigerians experienced rising inflation, rising economic hardship, insecurity, and growing frustration with the state of the country. Supporters point to achievements they believe deserve recognition. Critics argue the country fell deeper into crisis. Even today, Buhari's presidency remains one of the most debated chapters in Nigeria's history. I mean, we still have questions. Maybe it was better, maybe we don't even know. Then, there's Ibrahim Babangida. Mention his name and one event almost always comes up. I mean, June 12th. The 1993 presidential election is widely regarded as one of Nigeria's freest and fairest elections. But before the winner could take office, the election was annulled. That single decision triggered protests, political unrest, and years of debate. Many Nigerians still see June 12 as one of the greatest missed opportunities in our democratic journey. It's a reminder that one decision by a leader can change a nation's direction for decades. Now, when I look at Nigeria's history, I don't just see leaders, I see choices. Some good and some terrible. While some were made with hope, others made the consequences that generations are still living through. And that's why history matters. Because every decision leaves a footprint. The Nigeria we live in today, it did not just happen overnight. It didn't just come out of the ground. It was built piece by piece through decades of leadership, policies, and missed opportunities. And now, the painful truth is that every time another child is kidnapped, every time another family is forced to bury someone they loved just for the money they don't have, every time another Nigerian says this country is finished, we are reminded that history isn't just something we read in books. We are living in it. The question is, will future generations look back at us and say we simply accepted things because it was easier? Or will they say this was the generation that demanded better, chose better, and became better? Because if we truly want a different Nigeria, we can't keep treating every tragedy as yesterday's news. We can't keep moving on simply because moving on is more comfortable. Real change begins when we stop accepting the unacceptable, when we ask difficult questions, when we hold leadership accountable, and when we remember that history is being written by all of us. By all of us. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Which Nigerian leaders do you believe had the greatest impact on our country, for better or for worse? Let's have the conversations in the comments. Now, thank you for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and leave a comment